You can trust everything God says to you. He will never lie to you. What he said is upright. It's right, always helpful, always good. As I was thinking about the Psalms this morning, it hit me again that how accurate the portrayal of the Psalms is of just the life of a normal believer. You will find yourself in these Psalms. You will find your struggles in these Psalms. You will be confronted by these Psalms. You will find hope in these Psalms. We're going to start with Psalm 33, and I've entitled this, The Steadfast Love of the Lord. Now you hear that phrase, and we hear that phrase thrown around, but what does it mean? What does it mean that we are the objects of the steadfast love of the Lord? Well, Psalm 33 is in the Bible to define for you what is it that I'm blessed with when I'm blessed with the steadfast love of the Lord. Let me read. Shout for joy in the Lord, O ye righteous. Praise befits the upright. Give thanks to the Lord with the lyre. Make melody to him with the harp of 10 strings. Sing to him a new song. Play skillfully on the strings with loud shouts. For the word of the Lord is upright. All his work is done in faithfulness. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. I love that phrase. The earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. If you look, everywhere you look, there is evidence of the steadfast love of the Lord. And then the psalm, I won't read all of it for you, just unpacks what is it that I'm blessed with when I'm blessed with the steadfast love of the Lord. Well, the first thing he says is upright word. What does that mean? You can trust everything God says to you. He will never lie to you. What he said is upright. It's right, always helpful, always good. The Lord is faithful in his work. I love this. He will never fail to do what he's promised you he will do. And when you're on your worst lazy day, he still works. In fact, the Psalm says that he never, ever sleeps. The Lord is committed to righteousness and justice. Because he's holy in every way, what he fights for is what's good and right. And he fights for those things on our behalf all the time. Because the Lord loves us, he is in control of his creation. He's sovereign in every way. This means the world you live in may be out of your control, but it's never out of his control. I love what it says in Ephesians 1, that Jesus rules over all things for the sake of his body, the church. He rules for us. We get his counsel. What the Lord advises you, the way he counsels you, what he calls you to is always best for you. It's impossible for him to call you to something that would be bad for you. Because he loves you, you're the object of his watchful eye. He never takes his eyes off us. That's an amazing thing. The one who rules the heaven and earth, who holds it all together, watches carefully his children. And because of this, we get this, his deliverance. God is always fighting on our behalf, and he wins battles for us that we couldn't possibly win on our own. And finally, it says that he is our help and shield. God constantly is providing. He's constantly protecting. Even on, again, my worst faithless, doubtful day, he still keeps protecting. He still keeps providing. Like I've said so many times, this is a psalm not just about God in general, but about Jesus. Jesus is now at the right hand of the Father, doing all these things for his children. Jesus makes promises to us. Jesus is faithful in his work. Jesus rules in righteousness and justice. Jesus is sovereign over his control. Jesus counsels his children. Jesus watches over us. Jesus is our deliverance. Jesus is our help and shield. Jesus is everything that Psalm 33 promises us. Our hope is in him.